Does any member wish to move a motion to reorder their general business notice of motion for tomorrow? The Leader of the Nationals.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. The motion given by me earlier today should be given precedence for debate tomorrow, because one of our best and one of the few remaining specialist agricultural high schools in the state is about to be cut up and flogged off by this Labor government. No. Mr Speaker, the Rees Labor government is guilty of selling off the farm and selling out Western Sydney. No. The decision to sell up to 140 hectares of land at Hurlstone Agricultural High School is simply wrong. This motion deserves to be debated tomorrow, because yesterday the opposition leader and I met with some fine, upstanding young citizens from Western Sydney who are angry about the government's decision to sell off Hurlstone Agricultural High School. These students, Brent Cleary, Harish Nair, Lloyd Setter and Abana Maheshwaran, presented me with a letter containing the signatures of 500 other like-minded students who oppose the sale of this land. Mr Speaker, to just leave 20 hectares of what's supposed to be an agricultural high school is nothing short of a disgrace. This school has run as a working farm for over 100 years, and any farmer would know you need land to operate a farm. They've operated a mixed farming enterprise out there for over 100 years, and it's been very effective in not only turning out some very good future farmers, but also in bridging the city-country divide. This is part and parcel of Western Sydney, and it's an area of green space to that community, but it's also an area where people can see a working farm in action. Mr Speaker, how can you introduce kids to farming when you've sold off all the farming land? Mr Speaker, this does deserve precedence for debate, because it's a move that strikes right at the heart of Western Sydney. Now, Nathan Rees is always so keen to remind everyone he's a Westie. It reminds me of what Margaret Thatcher used to say. Being powerful is like being a lady. If you have to tell people you are, you aren't. If Nathan Rees has to tell people a Westie, he probably isn't, because under Nathan Rees, this Labor government has lost its way in Western Sydney. Mr Speaker, and it further deserves debate tomorrow, because surely this is the thin end of the wedge. We already know that this Labor government has sold off nearly $300 million of school land between 2002 and 2006. So, the message to everyone across New South Wales is that your so-called surplus education land is about to be flogged off. We've just seen a mini-budget 2 weeks ago, the premises of which are twofold. Number one, if it moves, tax it. Number two, if it doesn't move, flog it off. And that's what's happening to school land near you. Mr Speaker, the people of New South Wales have had enough, and especially out there in Western Sydney, and that's why the Liberal Nationals support the retention of the existing Hurlstone Agricultural High School in public hands, and we're giving the opportunity to members from the other side to get with us on this. Mr Speaker, over 200 people showed up at the school just last weekend to attend a rally to voice their opposition to the government's sale. Mr Speaker, the protest has also taken to the internet, with over 800 people already joining the Facebook group Save Hurlstone. And it's on the front page of the Campbelltown Macarthur Advertiser today, Mr Speaker. Where is the member for Macquarie Fields, the Leader of the Opposition asks. Well, he should be here, because he's quoted in this. He's quoted, where is he? Oh, there he is, up the back. Good on you, Dr. McDonald. And he's quoted in here with a pretty lame line, I've got to say, because what he said in the paper today in his local area is that he's still in listening mode. Still in listening mode. He doesn't have the courage to reject this retrograde decision on behalf of his community. He's still listening. Well, he's got an opportunity today, Mr Speaker, to support debate on this. It was a bit of a bad day yesterday for the member for Macquarie Fields. He also voted against a motion to restore free school transport. Unbelievable. Come on, Dr McDonald, you can do better. Mr Speaker, this deserves precedence simply because once this land is sold off to Labor's developer mates, it's gone forever, and we've got to stop it. Last year, the school celebrated its centenary and our wonderful State Governor, Professor Marie Bashir, paid tribute to the college. She said, Hurlstone Agricultural High School has earned a reputation for outstanding scholars and the respect of education institutions across the state and indeed the nation.
The question is the motion as moved by the Leader of the Nationals. All of those of that opinion, please say aye. Aye. The contrary, no. No. I believe the noes have it. Division, ring the bells. Order. The result of the division is ayes 39, noes 48. I declare the motion lost. Unlock the doors.